Miami and Ole Miss. I was at Lucky's and got to watch it with our buddy John.
And Biggins.
Yeah, and Bacons. Guess we can't post this live now. Um,
Yeah, we can.
so let's talk about this first. I want to recap and go back to
Miami dominating.
even before that. Georgia Ole Miss. I want to
Okay.
talk about that one for a second because I think that does play a part in what we saw last night.
So do you think Georgia actually lost the game or Ole Miss won it?
I think Georgia lost it. So I was at that game live.
Oh, lucky you.
It was awesome.
I was not at it live.
Yeah.
I watched it from my home with my 2 kids.
Georgia was the better team. I think we all admit Georgia has better athletes, but I felt like
Do we admit that?
I think so.
On paper?
Yeah.
5-star athletes?
Yeah, I think so. The part of the problem I felt like Georgia was super playing conservative, like they didn't want to lose the game.
Definitely in the third quarter, they come out, vanilla offense.
Up 20-12 after halftime, got ball.
No fight in them. Just going to hand the ball off and see what happens. And
Yeah.
hope that Ole Miss just craters. They didn't have a coach, and they fell into the media.
Yeah, and
mindset.
something that I guess wasn't shown on TV was how many Ole Miss fans there were.
Which last night sounded like the same.
There was so many Ole Miss people. Like, Ole Miss came out, and that place went crazy. It had to be 70-30, 80-20 Ole Miss. And one thing that I kind of took away from it was...
Were Georgia fans saving money?
Georgia fans may have been saving money.
They're like, hey,
We've already beat this team before.
and we're trying to save money to go to national championship.
Kiffin's not even here. The
Yeah.
whole way over there, John's talking to me the whole time. He's going, dude, Georgia's going to kill them. Georgia by 1,000,000. That's what he told me. It's a direct quote. Because he says, they don't have Kiffin. They don't have this. They don't have that. You know what I told him? All of those reasons you just named is the reason I'm betting Ole Miss.
Yeah, but if Georgia came out that third quarter on that first drive and did not lay an egg, different ball.
No, I
They
think
kept it in.
there's...
Same thing Miami did last night.
Yeah,
They-
I mean,
they kept them in the game for no reason.
I think there's so many different things that, like, it could have went the other way, but it didn't. So let's go into last night. Ole Miss plays Miami. I was super high on Miami. Like, I feel like Miami is
playing football great at the right time.
Yeah, and Cristobal, even when he was at Oregon, what he did, he recruited the offensive defensive line, and I felt like that again, even from the first play of the game, from the first Miami possession, their guys are falling forward. That's what I felt like. I felt like Miami's offensive line was pushing them
They're
around.
getting 3 to 4 yards easily.
Yeah.
Every single first down. Which
on a bad play.
makes Carson Beck completely comfortable. An offensive coordinator can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, so
Except score touchdowns. Because the first half was, what, 17-10?
yeah, no, it was
No, 17-14.
they come out and go 3-0. I think Ole Miss ended up getting a touchdown after that. Miami moves on. They're in the national championship, which is played at Hard Rock Stadium. That
game.
place, if you can't sell a ticket to Hard Rock Stadium, if you can't fill the place up, if you can't fill it up now, you're never going to fill it up.
Is this the first college team to have a home game for a national championship?
Well, let's think about where the national championship has been played. So unless, no.
It's only going to be Rose Bowl, Hard Rock.
Who plays in the Rose Bowl? UCLA?
I don't think. That's not their. Is that where they play every single
UCLA
game?
plays in the Rose Bowl. Like, that's their... I'm pretty sure.
Is that where USC plays? Too? They share that field?
I don't know. Because if that was the case, USC has played in the Rose Bowl for the national championship with Vince Young and the Texas.
One of the best national championships of
all time. No one plays.
Yeah, that's.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
And if you're not right, doesn't matter because it's not in recent memory. It hasn't happened in recent
Yeah,
memory.
doesn't matter. The fact that it's about to happen. It's about to be in all of our memories when Miami walks in there and just dominates. The bloodbath that we're going to see tonight.
Talk about tonight's game.
All right, who you got?
I've been super.
Latest lines 3.5.
I've been super public about this. Oregon's going to not only win this game, I think Oregon dominates this game. I think it's 10 points.
That they win by 10 points?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're wrong.
Okay. Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. Even though there's a lot of money on Indiana, they're obviously the hot team. They are definitely the best coached team.
Okay.
Penalties, none.
Yep.
They don't really make mistakes. You have to dominate them to win. They're not going to give you the game.
Right.
They're still playing with a chip on their shoulder. Oregon, are they playing with a chip on their shoulder? I don't know. I don't really get that from them.
Well,
they have fight. They have a coach that's very motivational. Clicks for dicks and all that type of stuff. But I don't know. He's gonna be in trouble if he loses to the same team twice in what is that, 3 years now?
He did it against Washington when Kalen DeBoer was there.
It ain't playoff scenario.
In a win and get in scenario.
Yeah.
In the last Pac-12.
There's going to be questions surrounding, is he the guy to get it done? There's been other coaches that at least get to a national championship.
Right. So
I know, back to your question, Indiana is balanced. I think they go in, they get it done. It's a close game. It's going to be a great game. Probably not as offensive as last night at the end. I could see a 27-24, 24-21, maybe 17-20, depending on how the defenses look.
Let me ask you a question. Which team wants this more?
Indiana.
Why do you say that?
But I give it like a 60-50 edge. Because I think Oregon wants it bad. I think Dan Lanning wants it bad. I think the fan base of Oregon wants it bad.
The fan base.
I don't know anybody on their team.
Indiana.
I mean, how many? Do you think Indiana has more players that have played on Indiana for the past 4 years, more so than Oregon does? You think they have a better retention rate on their player squad from 2 years ago? I would say probably.
Maybe, but Oregon, I feel like they get a lot of talent. So they send a lot of guys to the NFL. They don't really, you don't hear like, oh, he's transferring out of Oregon. You don't really hear a lot of that. You hear
people transferring there, so you're subbing players, whether they get off the team or not.
I think Oregon wants this more, and here's why.
I think you want it more.
I do want it bad. But Oregon wants this more because they have been there in the past. 2010, 2015, they go to 2 national championships. They lose both of them. As an Oregon fan,
bad.
The last one was bad. I know what it's like to, after that 2015 season, that following year, Oregon went like 7-6, and then they went like 4-8, and then they fired Helfrich. Team hasn't been the same since. Willie Taggart comes in, he was bad.
Ugh.
They get he goes to Florida State.
And by the way, Florida State fan, Willie Taggart, worst football hire I think I've seen outside of Billy Napier, Florida.
Ooh, okay. Cristobal comes in and changes the mentality. They no longer this super fast.
But you don't like Cristobal.
Flashy offense. I don't like Chris. I didn't like him there because I felt like he wasted Justin Herbert.
Because he's definitely a run first.
I did not know anything about Dan Lanning when he got hired. I did no research on him. He gets hired. I realize now he's super feisty. He's super hot. He's super hot. Okay, pause.
Yeah, we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that I think is a master motivator.
I could agree to that.
I think Kirk Cinetti is the game's not played on paper. I do not care about what anybody's writing.
He cares what's in there.
He cares about the 52 guys on his roster. We're going to practice the same. Doesn't matter who we're playing. We're going to go out there. We're not going to make any mistakes. He plays like this. I have a buddy that I used to play golf with a lot, and we would play for the gold belt. We had a gold belt that we rotated between who won, right? We played once a month. He was always the guy who was super consistent. He was going to go out there and post a 95 every single week.
Those are the hardest ones to beat.
If you were going to beat him, you had to have the day of days. His bad day was a 98. Like, he was just always right there. That's how I feel like Indiana plays. They're always right there. Oregon, super up, super down. But I think Oregon's going to be so motivated.
They will. I think that both teams, to say one team's motivated or not, both those teams are highly motivated. I think the Big Ten probably was the best conference this year in football.
Yeah.
ACC second.
Yep.
But they it's gonna be a brutal game. And I do think if the defense of line for Oregon dominates the offensive line like they did against Texas Tech, Mendoza has a terrible night. And I don't know if we've seen a game yet to where Indiana's had to claw back, come from 10 behind. I think they've always dictated the games that they've been in. You know?
Yes.
So if Dante Moore goes out there, lights it up, next thing you know, it's 10-3. Next thing you know, it's 13-3. Does Indiana get nervous, get rushed, get flustered when they're not controlling the game? And then next thing you know, you're right. Oregon wins by 10.
Indiana started super slow against Bama. They didn't really turn on to the second half.
They didn't turn it on.
What was the halftime score?
But
Like
they
10-3?
controlled that.
Sure.
I mean, they...
Sure. Follow me here. Follow me.
They
Here. Is Mendoza some world beater?
He doesn't have to be because he plays on a team that's a team.
Right.
It's just like Carson Beck. He's
What
be
if
awesome.
What if I take that team away from him? What if his run game non-existent? Black, Hemby, neither one of them. Oregon's defensive line takes that away. Now I need Mendoza to go out there and win this game.
Now,
Are
remind
you
you, Mendoza,
really-
didn't he not throw a pick six in the last game, and they still didn't win? That tells you how complete Indiana
Dante
is.
Moore threw a pick six.
I thought Mendoza-
Indiana picked off Oregon, took it to the house. Beat him by 10.
There's your 3 points.
I don't think Mendoza is going to win this game for Indiana. And if Oregon's defensive line shows up, that's where I'm getting my confidence from. Because if you're going to go Mendoza versus Dante Moore, I'm taking Dante Moore every single time. If you want to go skill players, I'm going with Oregon's skill players
Yeah, but what did you
over
say?
Indiana's skill players.
What did you say before that? It does not matter. Because if you look at, on paper, Miami shouldn't beat Ohio State. And Ohio State looked like a middle school football
We
team.
don't know a lot about Ohio State. I think that's fair. Because when they played, we thought Texas was number 1 team in the country. And Ohio State was number 2. We thought that these two. Remember Julian saying that guy was supposed to win the Heisman like week 8. Like that guy, they had already given it to him. For what?
Because they have to say somebody's name. I don't think anybody really believed that at that
Maybe
time.
not. The thing is I think it's a trickle effect.
I mean, you got to remember Tommy Castellanos was also named as a Heisman favorite.
Well, once he beat Bama,
He demolished Bama.
it was game on.
Looking back on the season, a lot of teams demolished Bama.
And also, on the other hand, I don't really think the Heisman, which it is turned into this award. It's
It's a
based
quarterback
off,
award.
It's based off of wins and losses, and I don't necessarily super agree with that because what is the definition of the award? Best player in college football. Best player isn't just the best quarterback
On the
or
best
just a
team.
quarterback on the best team. That's not because Mendoza's numbers were garbage.
But we're never going to change that.
We can't change that on this podcast. Not episode 1 at least.
Maybe if we get renewed for a second season.
Yeah. So you're Indiana.
I'm on
tonight.
Indiana tonight.
Okay.
I think one, I want to see them win. I do like the story behind that is awesome for college football because it's not only it's like when Steph Curry came into the NBA, he changed the dynamic.
Yep.
He changed the rhetoric. He changed the way people viewed and watched the game.
That's
and
true.
I think Indiana's doing that, which is awesome. So you want to kind of get behind that because I do think college football, because of what Indiana has done, whether they lose tonight or even win tonight, any team with any booster can make a run immediately.
Absolutely. I mean,
So-
it's not about recruiting anymore. See, Kirk Cinetti, if he takes the Indiana job back in the BCS era, he would need 4 to 5 years to be competitive in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Because of the way recruiting was working, you got to go into high school. Transfers weren't really like a thing. You had to go into high school, get your guys, build the team, roster year over year over year. Eventually, build enough talent to where it's like these guys are good. Now, overnight, you can go and win a national championship.
I mean, overnight he took a team, went to the playoff, got humiliated, came back the next year, did the same thing, won the Big Ten championship,
Yeah, that's super impressive.
and then now he is one win away from going to a national championship, which I think we all can agree. It is harder now more than ever because of what we just talked about with NIL and the transfer portal to win a national championship. But with the playoff system and how many games you have to go through, just with injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you make it to a national championship, it's harder than ever. Back when the old times of just they voted on who was a national championship, that's a joke.
Yeah. So, what's your best bet of the night?
I think the under was what, 48?
48.5, I think.
Yeah, 48 and a half. I'm gonna tell you actually what I'm gonna dial up.
Give it to me.
Because I do think so for the game, the total team points is 21 and a half for Oregon. And for Indiana it's 24 and a half.
Yeah.
Which gives you your 3.5 spread, right?
Right.
I like the under in the Indiana at 24 and a half. One,
Okay.
because it's 24 and a half.
Yep.
I could easily see them scoring 24.
Yeah.
And then that's the game. Like I said, 24-21, 2017, or losing 17-20. So I think that is my big pick. Hands down.
That's getting the most units tonight.
That is my hammer.
Okay.
Is I'm just hammering the under 24 and a half for Indiana's total team. I'm going to take Indiana in the game minus 3.5. Look at what happens the first half, and maybe hedge out.
Jesus.
You hate that? You hate that?
You ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit me.
My best bet of the night.
Okay, this is your hammer.
This is getting the most money from me outside of Oregon money line. Mendoza under 22.5 rushing yards.
What is his average rushing yards on the year? Is he a big?
So he doesn't run a lot. He runs in big moments. But
you're thinking he's getting sacked?
I think he's going to hit the ground so many times. I think you're going to check it at halftime, and he's going to be -9. Like I think he's going to end. He'll end the night with like 4 rushing yards because he's just going to hit the ground so many times. They do have the best offensive line,
Indiana,
but Oregon's got the best defensive line. So I'm on that heavy.
I can't see where his rushing is. Yeah, average is 16 yards a game.
Yeah, and I'm getting to him tonight.
Average is 16 yards a game, rushes 8 times on average this year.
Right. So I'm getting
he averages
7 more than his average.
Averages 3 sacks a game.
Oh, he'll get sacked 5 times tonight.
So, I mean, that's good. So Dante Moore, you're not taking anything on him?
No. I don't know where you get Indiana. I don't know where you get them. I think I hear about their number one rush.
Let me ask you this. This would be
defense.
a good question. It's fourth quarter. There's 5 minutes left. Think about it to last night when everything just kind of went off the rails a little bit. It was back and forth. In that scenario where it's a close game, you're within a field goal puts you up, or even a touchdown. Maybe you're losing by 5. Touchdown wins the game.
Okay.
Who wins in that era?
If it's like
we were texting last night. You were like, John was like, Ole Miss wins this game now, and was like, no, I think Miami wins.
If it's close, Indiana will win.
Indiana wins that
because I don't trust Dan Lanning in big moments.
There it is. That's what I needed to hear, Mister.
Fourth down, Mister. Go for 2. Just hey, let's kick the field goal, Dan. Nope, 4th and goal from the 8. We're going for it. Why?
So for your bet to win, you need them to be controlling the game by the time it gets to the 4th.
I don't think they. What I would like to see is I don't think Indiana, if the head is cut off by a good team, if Oregon gets on them, jumps on them 17-3, this team's not coming back.
No, I agree with you. I don't think we've seen it.
Penn State did it a little bit, but they still. I mean, they played Penn State super close. Last second touchdown, the foot in bounds at the back of the end zone.
So as we lock it up, my hammer of the night is Indiana under team total 24.5.
Yeah.
And yours is?
I'm going to take Oregon money line.
Oh, you added one. So you get 2.
I'm going to take Oregon money line, and I'm taking Mendoza under 22.5 rushing yards. and I will sit all night on my back porch.
You're gonna parlay them both together?
No, because I've already deployed all funds on Oregon money line.
Oh man, you're gonna have a bad Saturday.
I'm
And
gonna
we got
get
NFL weekend too.
yeah. I
And
mean,
your boy Jags.
there's only one game I care about is Jags, Bills at Jags, and
That's
I'm
gonna be a
scared.
fun one. I will be tuning into that. I don't
I'm
know
scared of that one too.
Might not have any money to bet by then, but we'll see. All right, man. Well, good stuff.
Yeah.